Okay, buddy. Where are we up to this week? Where did we go last time? You remember? You remember where we went? Was it China? No.
No. No.
Was it Germany? No.
No. No.
Was it Japan? Yes, it was Japan. Your memory's terrible. It was only a week ago. Anyway, we are back to Japan.
I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
And this week we're looking at another lens to which I only have, oh no, I have two of these. Not the exact same model, but two of the manufacturing. Tokina. That's right. We have a Tokina vintage lens from 1983. It's the year Daddy graduated high school. Well, it's an 80 to 200 millimeter ATX SD Pro. It's a zoom lens, obviously. And it's manual focus. So, is it any good?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a big honking thing.
That's what she said.
Well, I'm not carrying it with us here, but we'll take a look at it anyway. So, let's look at the details. Let's all find out together. So grab yourself something to eat or drink. Get yourself comfortable.
Talk it out, man.
And let's get it on.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and my co-host Dylan. That's right, Dylan and I are back for another week of Camera Talk. This week we're looking at another vintage Japanese manufacturer who's still in existence today, producing lenses. But this one is this big, giant, honking Tokina here.
That's how you use it.
And it is a zoom lens. That's right, it zooms in and out. It is an 80 millimeter to 200 millimeter zoom range. And it has a constant aperture of 2.8, which is nice. You know, again, you pay big bucks for that, you know, the big Canons and Nikons and Sonys, whatnot, with a 70 to 200 2.8. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Well, this one isn't quite the leg. It might cost you part of your arm. But it's not anything compared to the others. And it's a vintage lens, so it's manual focus. There is no autofocus, but there's an autofocus version of this. I did say version, right? Yeah, not virgin.
You must tie her down on a bed and spank her.
Version. And, you know, for its age, you know, 1983, it's decent quality. So that's what we're going to take a look at this week. You know, just to give you a little background, you know, Tokina is a company that's been around for a while. Obviously, it's not a, you know, an old originator like the Leicas or Carl Zeiss or, you know, even Nikon and Canon have quite a big history. But Tokina started in 1950, still before Daddy's time. 1950, they began as Tokyo Optical Equipment Manufacturing. And in Japanese, you ready for my horrible Japanese accent?
Over-the-top rendition of the Japanese accent.
Why don't you move over to this leg so we can talk a little Japanese. So the my Japanese rendition of that is Tokyo Koki Saisha Kusha, something like that.
What the fuck?
That's as good as we're gonna get. And you know, they got into the business probably thinking, hey, why not? We see all these other guys playing the game and making boatloads of money, so let's get in there and make our own money. So they were obviously dabbling in the optical business for a decade or so and hit and miss here. But they landed a contract with Hanimex, who was a big manufacturer in Australia at the time, and this is 1960. So Tokina began producing lenses for them. And, you know, they're a happy camper doing what they were doing. And then everybody knows Tokina, the big trade show for the photography world. Well, in 1974, Tokyo Koki Saisha Kusho was attending the Tokina trade show and decided to change the name of their company, derived from Tokina, to Tokina. Seems like easy math, right? I know you hate math.
I hate math.
But anyway, that's where Tokina did their thing, and they went on through till today, you know, producing third-party lenses for all the big players out there. So anyhow, this particular monster was produced in 1983. As I said, comes with its own its own tripod mount, because it is a hefty sucker. I mean, it's on my Sony A7R II right now, and as you can see, it looks like a 70 to 200, you know, modern lens, but this sucker isn't a plastic fantastic from Canon. This thing is all metal. The weight on this thing is 1,350 grams. I mean, it's 3 pounds. You know, it's hefty. You can exercise with this, right? Or just like a brick, you could use it as a weapon. Somebody tries to mug you for it, bash them in the head. Bunk. Did you feel that?
That was my skull.
You feel it? Looks at you like, I can't believe he just hit me with his lens.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a hefty hunk of metal. I mean, the focusing ring is the only rubberized part on this. The rest is all metal, and more metal. The specs on this thing, just to get that out of the way, 17 elements in 11 groups. 17 and 11. That's a lot. There's a lot of glass in there. Probably contributes to the weight of it. Its closest focusing or minimum focusing is definitely nothing to brag about. It's 1.8 meters. Almost the distance, you know, we are from my Canon M50, which is recording this video. It's you know, again, you're not going to walk, but it's a zoom lens, so just zoom in if you want to get closer than that. Okay. It has 6 aperture blades, very common, again, for Japanese manufacturers. They seem to like the 6 blade setup. And it's 13, like I said, 1,350 grams, which is quite the beast. It is. You don't want to be walking around with that thing strapped around your neck all day, that's for sure. You're going to have quite a sore neck by the time you're all said and done. Quality, 2.8. You know, as I said, it's got a constant range from 2.8 all the way out to f32, and at 2.8, it is probably more ideal for portraiture because it's not the sharpest rendition in the world. You know, again, 2.8 is fast, but definitely not as crystal sharp. If you're looking for sharpness, f4 to 5.6 is where it starts to sharpen up, and of course, f8 is probably the ideal sweet spot for that altogether. But at 2.8, it's a bit soft, and the contrast is a little on the low side. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention with the elements too. The 17 elements, one of those is a SD glass, SD is short, should be SLD, super low dispersion glass and a spherical glass, which reduces the chromatic aberration. But this lens still can suffer from some purplish, greenish fringing.
Ew!
Ooh, don't you hate when that happens? Even though you're wearing green, so you're probably not all that afraid of green fringing. But hey, it is what it is. Some of the other kind of oddities, compared to a lot of other lenses out there that rotate internally when you focus, this one, when you're rotating the whole thing, rotates the whole barrel. So your end element actually rotates. So it's not ideal for, if you're using a polarizing lens, and you're not going to be too thrilled by the fact that this thing turns. So that's a downside. One of the other quirky things about it is to change the focal length. It's a push-pull system. So 200, I pull back on the focus ring and brings down to 200. As I move forward, goes to 135. Honey, get your face out of there. 135, 100, and then 80. So it's called a push-pull system. It's like a shotgun. Load it. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. You don't even know what that means, do you? But anyway, it's interesting. I don't have very many zooms at all, but this is definitely different than the zoom types that I'm used to seeing. So it works. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't know if I would say I like it or don't like it. I don't usually change a lot, so it doesn't really bother me. But other than that, I think, and it doesn't, when you're changing focal length too, even though it's push-pull, it does not change, doesn't affect the length, the overall length of the barrel at all. So that's nice. Now it does extend a bit when you're focusing in and out, but not a lot. Doesn't change that much. So what else can I say about this thing? Again, it's heavy. Feels like I'm getting a bit of a workout, a little bicep building.
Pop you up.
Very nice. So as usual, I get you just to show you what it looks like from here. As I told you, I used my Canon M50 to record this video. So what I do is try to focus in as sharp as I can on the nameplate on the 15 to 45 EFM lens that's on the camera, and see how sharp I can get the writing on it. So let me do the extremes. I'll start with 80. Dylan, stop playing with things, man. I'll start with 80 and hold on, let me get my steady shot here so that it's not so shaky in my old man hands. All right, so let's see how sharp I can get. And this is at 2.8. So it's at 80 millimeter, 2.8, and it went past critical focus. All right, ready, buddy? All right, looks good right about there. All right, 1, 2, 3. And 5.6, just to show you what that looks like. Any better there? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's 2.8 and 5.6. And then let me get to 200 just to show you what that could look like. And let me change my steady shot again to 200 so that it It's not jumping all over the place. All right, so this is 2.8, and obviously zoomed in a lot on that. All right, about, did I say 2.8? Yeah. Make sure I'm wide open. All right, 1, 2, 3. And let's get 5.6. I'm not suffocating you, am I? You're okay? Hopefully. All right, right about there. Don't have to change focus. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is at 80 and at 200. Now, as I said again, 135 and 100 are also the other focal ranges, and because it is that push-pull thing, you can technically really get to any focal length in between 80 and 200 just by adjusting. You don't have to stop exactly on 135 or 100. So anyhow, how about some shots of Dylan? Some shots of Dylan? Huh? Yeah, you get excited about that, huh? I just cut his hair today. Looks like it's falling into a weird helmet look. Yeah, well, Daddy's not a hairdresser.
Deal with it. Okay, and you're welcome.
So here's Dylan at what, 80 millimeters, f 2.8. Think he looks okay there? Yeah. Well, how about at 5.6? Do 5.6? All right, here's Dylan, 80 millimeters, 5.6. Okay, does it look better there? You're going to say yes no matter what I said.
Yes!
Do you look like crap? Do you look like crap? Yeah. You're going to look at this video years from now and go, why, you made me say yes, I look like crap.
You suck!
How about Dylan at 200 millimeter, 2.8? Do that one. So here's Dylan, 2.8. And the 200 millimeter seems a little sharper, doesn't it, than the 80. Anyhow, let's take a look at 200 millimeter 5.6. You ready? 5.6. Okay, so those were the real world Dylan shots. Now how about some random stuff? And we can show you that there's things other than Dylan that we can take photos of using the same lens at various f-stops. So how about some random crap of rainbows and butterflies and bunny rabbits and picnic tables and ponds and ducks and who knows what it'd be. It's random. At F, whatever. Okay, so that was our random stuff. Anything else we could say about this lens, mister? Can we recommend it?
No. No, 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 no.
No? You don't want people to buy this one? Is it a piece of junk? Yeah? I don't think so. I think it's not bad, bang for the buck. I mean, obviously there's going to be better lenses out there. I remember reading somewhere about there's another range that's at a constant at f4, which is actually a lot sharper than this one. But hey, for what it is and for the age it is and for the price you pay for it, it's decent. Yeah. So I'll recommend it, even if he doesn't.
Whatever.
Sometimes his opinion sucks, right? 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 He likes to almost know what I'm going to say. Like, no, I'm not going to answer that one.
I'm a fucking artist. I'm sensitive as shit.
So anyway, I'd recommend it. Now, last part of the show, want to give our little shout out for our photo editing software that we use. And I say we as in me, myself, and I, since you don't use anything. But who do I use? I use Luminar. Luminar AI and Luminar Neo. I don't think they sell AI anymore, but I have it, so I might as well talk about it. But, you know, Luminar Neo is their latest rendition, and it was a combination of Luminar 4 and Luminar AI. And they mushed them together and created Luminar Neo. Nothing to do with you-know-who Neo. Yay! But anyway, yeah, it's full of AI. I mean, it has, one-stop shop for any kind of photo editing you need to do. And I always recommend you do edit your photos unless you're super lucky and get great shots every single time. But this is economical. I mean, it's like $90 and it's yours for life. You know, there's no yearly subscription or anything else. Once you download it, it's yours. And all the upgrades are free and everything else. So $90 is not bad. Do you think they want to save $10?
Hell no. No.
No, they don't want to save $10. Do you know what $10 is? Before you even say that. I bet you'd want to save $10. So if you do, click below. There's a link in the description. Click on that. It takes you to their site. You purchase a copy of Luminar, and they'll deduct $10 off. Now, what do they do with that $10? They give it to us, right? Yeah. Why do they give it to us? Because we tried to sell the product for them, right? So it's kind of a little payback. Or in the business, they call it kickback. Yeah! Kickback. What are you going to do with your $10 if you get $10? What are you going to do with your $10? You're going to spend it? You're going to put it in the bank? You're going to share it with daddy? You're going to share it with mommy? Not going to share it with anybody? You greedy little bastard. Probably going to spend it on all your loose women. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So anyway, get yourself a copy of Luminar. It's got all kinds of AI. You know what AI means? Do you know what AI is? It's an acronym. AI. Come on, I'll give you to the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, it's not that. It's artificial intelligence. So it's full of artificial intelligence. Spot dust removal. What's another one? Power line removal. Yeah, thank you. You said it wrong, but I know what you meant. What's the other one? Bakaku. Scenery lighting. That was what I just said. Background removal. Portrait AI. Dylan AI. And a bunch of other AI. So get yourself a copy. Because not only is it a good deal, but you're supporting the company who produces Luminar, and they're called Skynet.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, Skynet. Skynet. That's the AI part of it. Skylum. And where are they located, buddy? Remember where they're located? Ukraine. Everybody knows what's going on in Ukraine right now. Boo, Mr. Putin. So anyway, buy a copy to help support them too. Even with all the crap that's going on there, they're still, putting out upgrades and stuff every other week or so. So very good, kudos for you. Anyway, I think that's about it. So, who are we? Who are you besides the Invisible Man? You're Dylan. I'm Dr. Scott.
D-J-A-N-G-O. The D is silent.
Together we are all Modesty Photography. And we're here to talk about tips and tricks of photography, vintage lenses, vintage cameras, camera stuff, photography stuff, Dylan stuff. Yeah, and if you want to see something specific, leave comments in the comment section below, and tell Dylan how big of a fan you are of his. Are you a big fan of Dylan? And yeah, that's what we're here to do. And so we put out one of these videos every week, every Friday. It's Friday Vietnam time. That's right. It could be a day before your time, a day after your time, or the same time, because we're all about time, right? And so what's the name of our show? This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. You think they should come back every week? And why should they come back every week? Because you belong here. That's right. So, shall we say thank you? Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for supporting us. And I mean by subscribing and the thumbs up and buying copies of Luminar so we get that $10 kickback. And how about we tell them to subscribe, huh? So how about you subscribe? And this hand, subscribe. And two hands together, your two hands, my two hands, subscribe. That's right. And what else does YouTube like besides subscribers? What do they like?
Like big butts and I cannot lie.
What's that? Thumbs up. Huh? It's called a thumbs up. So if you give us a thumbs up for the video, we'll give you a little shot of the thumbs up girls. Want to sing a little bit? Thumbs up. Do 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 do. Thumbs up. All right. So I think that was pretty much about it. So again, thank you for everything. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for our support. Thank you for the wonderful comments. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for watching all the way through. And thank you for just being you. All right. You think that's it? Yeah? You ready to go home? Well, we are home.
What, do you live under a rock?
You ready to go out and watch your Masha and the Bear, or Grizzy and the Lemmings, or who knows what other weird little kid cartoons you're watching? All right, so we're gonna say goodbye. 1, 2, 3, bye-bye.
Here I am.